So, so I want to review this little HOTO Precision Screwdriver. So I bought this to keep at my desk to work on kids' toys, change batteries mostly, small electronics. It's got some of these little fiddly bits, like a little fork screw. I don't know what all the names of these different things are, other than, Torx and Phillips. Um, and a couple of, it's got some hex, I think some square screws. So these tri bits. This this has been really good. The biggest thing I like about this is the action on this spinning is so clean, and this thing, it's just really well designed in terms of like using it. But so I would say for what it is, I would give it, 5 out of 5 on Amazon. It feels so good in the hand. It works really well for what it, I mean, it's a screwdriver, so it drives screws. Um, and I have been using this for maybe a year or two, I'm not sure. And I've bought a few of them for friends. I think everybody's kind of like them. They're just nice to keep on your desk, keep in your desk drawer. Um, However, I have recently replaced this with this Klein um, multi-tool. If you're looking for these, it's the one that has this long and short side. And this tool is very similar to your normal flip screwdrivers that, many folks might be used to. You just flip it over and it's got two different sizes, and that's basically what this is. It's got a slightly smaller Phillips and flathead and a slightly larger Phillips and flathead. And so for me, that is what I need at the desk. I generally need this right here. I guess need is too strong, but I want the end to spin so that I can put it in there and spin like that when I'm taking batteries out. And I need a flathead that I need in case I need to pry a little battery case open. That is 99% of what the screwdriver's lives are for me. So it is nice to have a hex bit. So as an example, these screws right here are little hex bits. This one, if I wanted to take the clip off, is a Phillips, but all these little screws are hex bits. And I've had some other utility knives that this I might want to take the clip off, and bit, this screw here was a hex bit. And so in this case, um, you know, I can't do it with this because I don't have any hex bits for this. I could buy some, but that's not, this thing is just living in my desk like that. And so that's where this wins because it has a lot more variety. But, and the reason why this is in my desk and not that anymore is simply because the combination bits with a Phillips and a flathead on them are so tiny. Like here is, I guess, the bigger one, and or here, and here's the smaller one. And this is a Phillips 000, and it's matching um, flathead, and this is a 00. So once you go up to the 0 and a 1, which is here, you don't get the flathead. So what this meant for me in a practical sense is that this screwdriver would live on my desk 99% of the time with this Phillips uh, one bit right here, like this. So this is sitting in there. And so then 9 times out of 10, I pull this out, go to unscrew a toy. Oh no, here's another Phillips. I go to pry, open one of the little plastic uh, compartments. And nope, I can't do it. So I have to go in here and get this. And then to get this, maybe if I had little tiny fingers, I kind of have, I guess, sort of wide fingers. But so to get this out, I got to come in here and press on this thing, pick it up. I'm going to take this out. I can't really put this back in, so I might as well shut this because I need to use it. I might as well throw this down because I know I'm going to need the Phillips head again in a second. And I put in this flathead, which is really smaller than I want, but this has been fine, for my needs. And then I'm going to probably use it to pop up in that little compartment. And I'm immediately going to take it out because this 00 size, this is too small for most of my needs. If this was a 0 or a 1, then this would be okay, but it's not. So then I end up putting this in here, and then I have to open this back up and put this in here, which a lot of times this makes me want to go ahead and put this away just to kind of clean it up, I guess, which is sort of the point of this thing. I mean, that's the idea. It's very nice, looking kind of thing. And so I tend to put it away, but the problem is then I got to open it up, and it reminds me of the HOTO larger toolkits and some of the other things that I've got of theirs. They're very pretty. They're very well designed. They have a really good aesthetic to them, but there is like this ritual that you have to go through where, here's this thing sitting in this pristine state, untouched by human hands, and now I have to go in here and I have to, retrieve this bit. And as you can see, this bit retrieval thing is not my favorite, but really, honestly, you just go and find the bit and you just press on one side. You can only pop it up, put that down. Now this bit, now I can go and use it, and then I always feel like, oh, I need to go and clean it up. I need to go return it to its pristine state, and then there we go. And and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that I think is by design. And the I just started buying a couple of these HOTO things like about a year ago. So I was trying to aesthetic up my office and kind of get my tools in order a little bit. And this is sort of that's kind of where this experience even came from. But I'm used to, you know, more like tools like this. It's just a tool. It's meant to be used. You use it and then you throw it back in the drawer and that's it. And then if I want to use the flathead, I just want to use the tool. Pop pop. I'm done. I flip this over, do my thing, change batteries. I'm done. The end. So um, for what this is, where it's a very aesthetically pleasing, and it has more functionality, I should say, because there's a lot more bits. But the reality is, I have a precision screwdriver set. I don't remember like an iFixit style uh, that I keep in a drawer that has I don't know, like 200 or 300 bits. I mean, it's got all the bits. That's what I bought it for, so that I am never missing a bit, and I can go and get bits out of there. These bits, I will say, I haven't had to go and get into my uh, more bit having precision kit, I guess, since I bought this. But that could just be because I didn't run anything this year since, or however long it's been since I got this year and a half maybe. But the reality is this problem where I can't just uh, get the flathead out with the Phillips, which is what I expect to do. Um, that's a common problem. If not a daily problem, it's at least weekly. I mean, I have to change batteries and work on kids' toys and some light electronic stuff. And this is a much more common thing where I need to switch back and forth between those two things. And probably if I go and look, Klein probably has, I could probably go buy some other bits that fit this maybe. Um, at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or something. Whereas the HOTO stuff, I don't know about. I mean, they do have a precision kit, but now I'm buying yet another kit, and really, I just want to be able to do exactly what this does when I'm at my desk. And if I need to get something more, I can go and get a precision kit. So that is why this now lives in the drawer of forgotten tools that I might use. And this tool lives in my desk drawer that I use constantly.